Japan's Abe Shinzo looks to mediate between the US and Iran. Well, Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe will seek to open a channel of communication between Iran and the US as part of a diplomatic effort to prevent a military standoff between Tehran and Washington from tipping into conflict. There is concern over growing tensions in the Middle East. While the situation draws the attention of the international community, Japan wants to play a role as much as possible for peace and stability in the region, he said. When there is an economic war against the Iranian people, you cannot expect those who have supported or initiated it to stay safe, Mr. Zarif said. He has a very rare existence that is trusted by both sides. It's time to use the asset, said Kazuto Suzuki, a professor of political economy at Hokkaido University in Japan. As I said on the 13th of May, this level of financial and coercive sanction warfare is simply unprecedented. I said the situation reminded me of the edge as described by Hunter S. Thompson. There is no honest way to explain it because the only people who really know where it is are the ones who have gone over. I added Trump has been a big proponent of coercive financial and sanction warfare, and its expression vis-à-vis Iran is its apogee. Marwan Bishara wrote, these US demands basically constitute total Iranian surrender, not only to the US, but also to Israel and Saudi Arabia. When Prime Minister Abe visited Nairobi, I actually met and spoke with him, and he said then Japan bears the responsibility of fostering the confluence of the Pacific and the Indian Oceans. I'll just leave that out there. Brent for August settlement added 2.8% and actually jumped as much as 4.5% in the early hours. And having closed down 3.7% the day before. And the reason for that is entirely this report that it started off with a UK Maritime Safety Group warning of an unspecified incident in the Gulf of Oman, urging extreme caution amid US-Iranian tensions. They're not oil tankers, they're oil derivative tankers, and one apparently was sunk, it seems. Crude oil, have a look at this 3-day chart to get a feeling of the reaction. We're currently up about 3% in WTI. Saudi Arabia stoked the fire, says that Iran is spreading chaos, death, and destruction. And I wrote about the situation in May, on the 13th of May to be precise, when I said no number of Trump tweets will dampen the price, and that Iranians will surely manage to shutter the Straits of Hormuz, even if after an asymmetric fashion. And Gulf of Oman, the East-West pipeline, is essentially that exactly what I was talking about. So very volatile environment. This was also on the occasion of Shinzo Abe's visit to Iran, and I'll touch on that momentarily. Federal Reserve, it's now looking as if it's a racing certainty, well, at least the markets think so, that the Federal Reserve will cut as early as July, and this is from J.S. Blockland.